Hello everybody, Last Planeswalker here, and today we're going to be doing showcasing a new, fun and slightly aggressive combination. Now I do want to apologise that I've not really done any content in the last few weeks. I have abandoned a lot of Planeswalker reviews videos because there's a lot better ones out there from Ghostmaster and Main Loop, and mainly I am struggling with time at the moment. I've got a lot of business meetings going on and my internet's really struggling, so I haven't had a lot of time to make content. I do have a Thunder Johnson's booster box, which I will do like pack openings in a longer video. I probably won't use the same format for how much they're worth unless they're really high rare cards, foils, full arts, stuff like that. I have pre-ordered the Assassin's Creed Universe Beyond set, so I am looking forward to doing a video potentially on a different channel than this channel, but that surprise will wait for a later day. So today's combination, we're going to be looking at Fugitive Codebreaker and Krenko, Baron of Tin Street. Fugitive Codebreaker is an 8-mana rare, red, Disguise 5, when this creature is revealed, discard your hand and then draw 4 cards. Prowess, reinforces creature then create a gold token. The Prowess triggers even without the disguise, and Prowess is whenever you cast a non-creature card. So it's a haste 2-1 to start with. And then we have Krenko, Baron of Tin Street, 5 mana, rare, 3/3 haste as well. At the beginning of combat on your turn, a symbol token you control at random loses 1 shield. Then create 2 Goblin tokens. When this creature attacks, reinforce each Goblin creature you control, then destroy an opposing land spot. If you do, your opponent gains 2 mana. So really what this combo is, Fugitive Breaker will reinforce and then create a gold token when you cast a spell or a support. Krenko is also going to reinforce it, but it's going to destroy the gold token because a gold token is classed as a simple token. So realistically, you're going to cast a spell or a support, reinforce golds, Krenko will destroy that gold token, reinforce your creatures, and then create 2 Goblin tokens. So it's kind of like a cheap and aggressive type combination. So 5 mana for one, 8 mana for the other. We're using Cough Fire Resistance, so mono red. And the reason we use mono red is just because it's going to be a lot faster with the mana gains. The other cards we've got is one of the new Vanguards, 16 mana rare, Chandra Hope's Beacon. Deal X damage up to the first 2 opposing creatures, X is his support shield. Its -2 is spell cards in hand gain 6 mana, so it's going to help trigger the Prowess. -6 ability is you exile the top 3 cards from your library, then fetch this first spell card with the greatest mana cost from your exile. That card gains 4 mana. If you can't, deal X damage to your opponent's Planeswalker, X is the number of creatures in your exile. I only use that as kind of an emergency to get more spell cards for free, but it's mainly the uptick and the -2 that you're really interested in. I combine that with the other newest Vanguard, Commodore Guff, 18 mana. It has a passive. At the beginning of your turn, Vanguard supports you gain 1 shield. So it's really good to mana ramp both of these shields up without actually having to use Chandra's uptick. It's got a -2, which is destroy 4 gems of your opponent's Planeswalker color, then gain X mana, X is total shield of all support 2 cards you control. So that is really going to work well with gold tokens. The more you cast spells and supports, and the more gold tokens, the more mana you're going to get. His -7 is you will draw 3 cards and deal X damage to your opponent's Planeswalker. X is the total shield of all support cards you control. Again, the amount of gold tokens on the board is really going to do a lot of damage. Lilian Guildpack, 18 mana again. This is basically just going to convert 6 gems to red because it's 6 gems to your Planeswalker's colours. Overflow is something that I don't really use in this deck. Molten Collapse, 9 mana rare. This is just removal, destroy the opposing card with the greatest mana value. This can affect Vanguards. Then if you descend this turn, destroy the opposing non-land support with the highest shield. This can affect Vanguards. I really ignore the descend and really just go for the first one for removal. There's Hell to Pay, a 12 mana rare spell. Deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker, then create X gold tokens. X is the number of red gems on the board. Really good removal target type card for a mono red planeswalker. 15 mana for the Great Train Heist. Spree 1, create 3 gold tokens. Spree 2, your first creature gets +3/+0 on first strike. Spree 4, reinforce each creature control 2 times and then to turn. Again, more gold tokens, so the board's going to be flooded with gold for easy mana. They will all combine with Gov Second, but also give more for Krenko to destroy and basically make tokens. We got Nahiri's Warcrafting, 7 mana. The opposing Vanguard loses 5 shield. If you can't, deal 5 damage to target creature, discard a card, and draw 2 cards. Just a simple draw spell. And then obviously Torch the Witness. 14 mana rare. Beginning of your turn, investigate, increases card level by 1. When a source you control deals damage to your opponent's planeswalker, deal 2 times X damage to your opponent's planeswalker, X is card's level. This is really in there because I want to mess around with it and try and master it, so this is just more of a mastered card. So this is the deck. It's an all rare deck, which is kind of nice. Doesn't really need any mythics or anything. We are using Koth Fire Resistance just because we've got Koth's got a 9 red mana bonus, so it's going to be really easy to cast majority of these cards. So it should go big quick, I'm expecting. We're versing a white planeswalker at the moment. We are doing Into the Wilds of Eldraine. It's one of my favourite events just to mess around with. I don't always go for perfect scores, but I do like to play this and do the objectives as much as possible. Let's see, so we're going to start off with Krenko and Chandra Beacon. I'm going to try and get Chandra down first, just because being white, you can get flooded with tokens, especially angel tokens, or human tokens from the new Elspeth Vanguard. So Krenko starts off with a simple reinforcement. Okay, Ward of Calling, which is going to create 2 of these tokens. We're not going to use Held Pay just yet because I am going to wait for him to drop a creature, especially if it's a big creature. Oh yeah. So Miriam Mountains is destroying X non-red gems, so it's just going to basically make it a little easier to pull into the red gems. So we're going to drop a Guff, trigger that. Overflow is quite an irritating one to have. Okay, High Noon. What is High Noon? Okay, we've got Codebreaker now. Now should be able to synergize a little more. Chandra's just got an uptake thanks to Commodore Guff. Just got a lot of mana from it, so we'll just go there. Ta-da! So, whoa, what was that? Oh, that was High Noon. Okay, that was evil High Noon. So we might not draw back into the card we need, which is going to be really irritating. But we have gone on up to 9, so let's draw 3 cards. We'll just overflow, just empty our hand a little bit. 14 damage, it's not too bad. Ah, I didn't realize I had no spells in my hand. Okay, that's Torch the Witness. Didn't really do much damage because the level... Oh, this is not good. Unless we can remove it, this isn't going to be good. But I think it might be good for the time being while we try and draw into the card we need. I do want to try and get Guff back up to 7 so we can do drawings. Drawings? Yes. Try and draw into the card we need. So Krenko's just going to keep getting bigger. And bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's now technically, as they say, a war of attrition. Okay, we've drawn back into Codebreaker, so we should be able to get Molten Collapse and Hell to pay down. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these first again, just to make some more of those land mountains. Going to red. So Fugitive Codebreaker comes down, Molten Collapse should. Yep, there we go. So we've got gold tokens from Fugitive Codebreaker. We'll do Hell to pay. We'll deal 9 and 4 from Torch the Witness. That's going to be a lot of gold tokens from Hell to pay. And Fugitive Codebreaker will also do another gold. And Reinforce. And then we're going to mix Goblin tokens, Phantom Krenko. Everything gets reinforced. And then some nice aggressive play style, essentially. Let's see. I am assuming if we drop his third, we're going to probably hit our opponent in the face with quite a lot of damage. We did. Let's double check the battle log to see how much damage we really did with Commodore Guff. Ending the counter. So you can use any red planeswalker for this deck. Apparently I didn't convert very much or make many tokens, but that's fine. So Commodore Guff dealt 30 damage to the opponent. So this is a very much fast-paced, aggressive deck. Krenko and Fugitive are really just going to keep reinforcing each other. The gold tokens it makes will add to Commodore Guff's final ability, and also his -2 ability. So if you are looking for like a very aggressive mono deck, then this deck is really good. Being rare kind of makes it a lot easier to build because you don't really need to chase very much any mythics or masterpieces. It's a very simple, less expensive deck. I highly recommend playing around with Fugitive Codebreaker if you get it. Disguise isn't really much needed because it's just this cloaked card, but it's kind of not worth using since Prowess can trigger pretty much without it. Krenko also for a 5 mana. 5 mana for 3/3 over haste is really good, especially for just reinforcing the goblins, making tokens, removing the simple token, which is kind of handy as well with Touch the Witness. That's going to investigate, so that's going to include token, which is also a simple token. So these three kind of just work hand in hand. The big stars are Krenko and Fugitive Codebreaker. I would recommend putting these two in a deck. You don't really need to follow this deck. With Fugitive Codebreaker, you can really use any deck that is pretty much spell-based. You could probably put it into a RAL deck. Krenko and Fugitive Codebreaker would work well in a RAL deck, especially if you do mess around with Spellslinger stack cards, so drawing, conversions, and trying to cast as many spells as possible. That should grow Fugitive Codebreaker quite big. I kind of like this in Koth, just because Koth's +9 to red kind of makes it a very aggressive mono red deck, and you really don't need to do much. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to see what combos you make with Fugitive Codebreaker or Krenko, and I hopefully shall have more content in the future. Thank you all.